we like to throw out some nicknames here on the channel, and I think it goes back to when I was a kid watching SportsCenter. Hey, Chris Berman, future Vikings head coach. Eric's been sleeping with Bieniemy. All right, so we did the bulk of the Vikings 2021 rooster, and we wanted to throw up some nicknames. Of course, a handful of them are going to be tried and true, and you know them for a while. Of course, Kirkua Cousins, the Tim Pot Peach Ranch dictator. Great. I mean, that's undefeated. But new quarterback, Kellen Mond. Now, you could go a bunch of different directions here. Monster is one that's been tossed out a lot, but you're killing me, Smalls? I don't know, because nicknames, I feel like they either have to allude to a pop culture reference, usually music or movies or TV, or have absolutely nothing to do with anything. So it's whatever. But this is a workshop one. I don't know. We'll figure something out with Kellen Mond. Number 2, you have Dalvin Cook, of course, the chef, but El Chefe, since he's the boss chef, why not? Kene and Wangu. So, I mean, there's a couple ways you go with this, but we decided to sample from Kenny the Jet Smith. Kenny the Jet and Wangu. Also, it sort of ties into the Sandlot reference earlier. Time is a flat circle. So Kenny the Jet, I can get aboard with that. But although we did have the Jet McKinnon, and also Jefferson's nickname is Jets or something like that. I don't know. I feel like Jet's a very common nickname, but maybe it just feeds into the dumbest rivalry in sports history, the Vikings and the Jets. Who knows? Speaking of which, Justin friggin' Jefferson, this was straightforward. Where some of the nicknames are just the best and straightforward. Justin friggin' Jefferson. That's who he is. That's what he does. That's what he's going to be. Adam Thielen. So we called Thielen the Detroit Lakes enthusiast, the Mankato State Community College alumni before, but Mick Golden. So Golden Boy, Mick Golden, plus he's only loved and appreciated in the great state of Minnesota, just like Mick Golden, which I think was made by Michelob. Well, Michelob Golden Light. There you go. Wide receiver, Amir Smith-Marset. So you can play around with this one a little bit. We've called him ISM a bit, but we're going to sample from Benjarvis Green Ellis, who's known as the law firm when he was a running back with the Patriots back in the day. So Amir Smith-Marset, law firm. I like it. I don't love it. TBD there. Wide receiver Chad Beebe. Now, I do like the name Lil Chad. And then we just give him a bunch of face tattoos like he's a mumble rapper. But Danglin' Chad Beebe. Now, this is not a innuendo. This is actually an allusion to the 2000 election where he had dangling Chads and hanging Chads and dimpled Chads, whatever, with the voting stuff. It's whatever. Tight end Irv Smith Jr. So you do have Swervin' Irvin, which I don't know. If your name is Irv in any capacity, your nickname is going to be Swervin' Irvin. So I'm just whatever on that. But the Irv. Yes, the Irv is a word. A little bit wordy, but it's whatever. Next up, Tyler Gronklin, nickname Tyler Conklin. I think it's refreshing. I think it's new. Next up, the Brandon Dillon, who went to the University of Marion, or Marion University, whatever, in Indianapolis. And Kirk Cousins, by the way, Kirk Cousins should never be allowed to nickname anyone because he nicknamed Dillon a couple years ago the Marion Flash. No. Say nay, sir. Nay. Brandon Dillon is, of course, the Marion Barbarian. And, yeah, it does tie into Marion Barber, the pride of Wayzata, was a great running back for a number of years with the Cowboys, former Gopher as well, who is, Marion the Barbarian. But it's whatever. Next up, tight end, 2020 UDFA for Mankato State University Community College, Shane Zylstra. His nickname is The Walking Dead because Shane. Why not? Left tackle, Christian Darasoff. Now, we need to take our time on this one. I almost want to leave this one blank because we got to think of something awesome for Darasaw. I mean, you could work in seesaw, but yeah, as of right now, Night Ranger. Now, it sounds pretty badass, right? It's like a superhero from The Watchmen or Suicide Squad, but no. Sister Christian Darasaw, Motoran, what's your price for flight? Most of my music references are even before I was born, but it's whatever. Look that up. Sister Christian Night Ranger. It's a great tune. Left guard Ezra Cleveland. Of course, this one's established. Better than Ezra. No one's better than Ezra. Cleveland rocks. Garrett Bradbury. So this one is pretty good. Grim Reacher, I believe, was coined by Daniel Jeremiah during the draft process in 2019. So that one's pretty damn good. Right guard Wyatt Davis. Yeah. Wide Davis no matter what. That one's pretty easy. Right tackle Brian O'Neill. We've called him the real deal with Brian O'Neill, which is a reference to News Radio, R.I.P. Phil Hartman. Center, backup center Mason Cole, Hollywood Cole. Why not? Then to the defense. So you got DJ Wanham, where, I don't know, we called him DJ, a.k.a. Daniil Jr. before, but also we got to have a little fun with his alma mater, University of South Carolina. So, I don't know, Cocksure? I don't know. This is a family show. There's a PG level word, so it's fine. Like DJ Cocksure Wanham. I don't know if that'll catch on. I don't know if PA will drop that one on the radio. Next up, nose tackle Michael Pierce. So, I don't know. Monster Michael Pierce. That one's pretty easy. You have the alliteration, but I don't know. Pierce nipples. It's probably not going to work. We'll probably have to work on that one. Dalvin Tomlinson. We've been calling him Diesel Dalvin for a while. Defensive end Daniil Hunter. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Or do we call him Zillow because he might be relocating? Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. I don't like that one. Next up, Stephen Weatherly. So he went to Vanderbilt, the Commodore. That's pretty strong. I really like that one. That's pretty damn solid. Next up, Janaris Robinson, 4th round pick out of Florida State. Now, a couple of these I just took a shot in the dark where it doesn't reference anything. It's not an allusion to anything. But Janaris Body Count Robinson, I just feel like that's pretty solid. It's pretty solid all the way around. Next up, Patrick Jones. So this one does have an allusion. Sex Panther, because Pitt, Panther, get it? 60% of the time he works all the time. Something like that. Nose tackle, Armond for Watts. Even though Patrick Jones has a relentless motor, so that doesn't really apply. In fact, we'll just call him Sex Panther. Actually, no, what's the name of the guy from Anchorman? Is it Brian Fontana? I like that one because it makes no sense. Patrick Brian Fontana Jones. Go ahead. Next up, nose tackle, Armond Watts. Yes, Armond for Watts. James Lynch. Free James Lynch. Hercules Manafa. Now, Herc doesn't really need a nickname because his name is Hercules, for goodness sake. But, bad Manafa. Who? What's your mouth? I'm just talking about Herc. Next up, Anthony Barr. I don't know. I feel like with Barr and Kendricks, it's tough to nickname superstar players or your starters, at least. So, Anthony Barr, call him Bad Manafa too. Double Nichols. Coasting Anthony Barr. I know that some fans will like that one. Eric Kendricks, with Kendricks, like, what do you do? Like El Capitan, even though he doesn't wear the C, he's the captain in everything but name. But Kendricks Lamar, that's all we got. We got to work on that one. Will, Nick Vigil, yeah, that one's easy. Nick Candlelight Vigil. Chaz Surratt. Now, this one's a little bit tough. So, you just Chaz is a great nickname to begin with, but, I don't know, Chazistan, Chaz, the Autonomous Zone, Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Guess that was a joke for more of a year ago, but it's whatever. Cameron Dancer, hold me closer, time to dance. Pretty easy. I know that his nickname is The Needle, and I think it's trademark. He has his own logo, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Cornerback Patrick Peterson. So, P squared is pretty damn strong, but No Country for Old Men. Nah, that's mean-spirited. I like it, though. Next up, slot. Yes, Mac Alexander. Return of the Mac once again. Blah, blah, blah. But the Secret World of Alexander Mac? That's a bit of a stretch. I mean, that's how his name would appear if it was like on a classroom roll call when he was a kid. But, whatever. Harrison Hand. One of my favorite nicknames, 38 Special. That's good. Because not only is it a band reference, it's a, pew pew reference as well. Slot, Perry Nickerson, Steve Perry. All these are like 80s music. I need to update my iPod. Wait, people don't listen to iPods anymore, but whatever. Harrison Smith, yes, Harry the Hitman. Xavier Woods. So we coined this one earlier this week. Xavier the Forest Woods because he can't see him through the trees, or Xavier, not Rhodes Woods. Now we'll work something out. And then Riley Reed Patterson, but hopefully he doesn't suck. So that is it. That is the list of nicknames for a handful of the 2021 Vikings. What are your suggestions? Where can we improve? Let us know down in the comments section below. What are your nicknames? Yeah, fire it down below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.